HiRevz Media is sponsored by Born to Ride Motorcycle Magazine. Check out borntoride.com. Alright guys, so we've done a fair amount of trimming from here all the way back down to there, and it kind of curves back in on both sides just to get plenty of movement for the forks back and forth. Done a little bit of trimming in the pockets straight down this way and over that way on each side to give us enough room for that lower triple as it swoops by, because it was touching some. And now as you move back and forth, the gauges, this was a single gauge, it probably wouldn't matter. Since it's a double gauge, the edge of the gauge is bumping each side over here. So we went through and marked them where it's at. And then we're gonna try to heat those, since this is plastic this time, we're gonna try to heat it up a little bit and press them in those spots so it has like a pocket to fall into. And just keep test fitting, that's what we've been doing. You see how much plastic we've cut out of this thing little by little at a time, just taking off bits and pieces of plastic. So, and then this is old Harley parts we've been stealing from, but I think it's gonna work. Just takes a little bit of time here and there and figuring stuff out and cleaning up. All right guys, I just kind of got it held up in here in place. You can see the bump outs that he's been heating it up and getting it where there are little smooth divots in there. This side fits perfectly. Look at that, just fits into the pocket. The other side touches just slightly at the edge. It needs to go in just a little bit further. This side's perfect. Look at that. That is awesome. The headlight, the handlebars are working perfect. The headlight is not working perfect. So the stock Victory headlight, well, it fits just like a normal, bulb, a 7-inch bulb with the little tabs into here. The problem is, since it's, dual beams and 2 bulbs, this part right here is way fatter than a normal 7-inch bulb. So it can't fit in this housing, and this bolts directly to the front plate here. So it has got to fit everything else in that hole. So probably just gonna get an LED bulb and replace it with that. I'll just have to do some rewiring here, which kind of sucks, but we'll make that work. All right guys, so the next thing to do is to work on the bottom support bracket, which will go from somewhere in here across and through. And on Harleys, and most of the ones I've seen, they mount it right here behind the horn to that bracket and just give some little support. It don't even have to do much. It literally just keeps this from moving as much in the wind. I mean, it's not having to hold any weight or nothing. You're just keeping that from flopping. So we just got to find a way to do that. All right guys, so for the bottom brackets, we've decided to go to the bottom bolt of the bracket that we worked on, that hole right there, which we already took the bolt back out of. So what we're gonna do is take these brackets, you can see where I bent a little L bracket down, that'll bolt up against the frame. And the bottom part has a hole, and it's nice bent down and over and it will lay against the bottom of this. So then we're going to drill a hole through here, then it's going to bolt up over to the side, and that'll keep this from moving that way, because it really don't have to hold any support. We just don't want it to shake. So that should be good. And then we're working on the other one over there for the other side, which is actually a little bit easier. This one you have to keep it up above the lock down there. For you to actually put a lock through it, it's got to be above that. This side doesn't have that, so you don't have to worry about it. So over here, we just got the hole there, and it lines almost straight across. Literally just drops down with a little L, comes through there, and then pop another hole in this. That'll be done. All the mounting will be mounted. All right, guys, so we took the fairing back off and got our new brackets right here mounted in, which is a little bit difficult trying to get the bolt back in and out of here. But we did it. And now you can see there's our hole that we made. This is still loose, so we can actually still get that around to where we need it, like that. And then we're gonna tighten the bolt down all the way once these are set in place. And you can see that one there with the longer bolt. And this one will just bring that up. And it's already pretty straight. So we just gotta tighten the bolts on down and then drill holes for those. Pop some 1/4-inch bolts in there at the bottom. And we only got 2 in here for right now just to hold it together. And that should be done. That should be the rest of the mounting. I'll take it down the road, run it up to 70 miles an hour and see if it flops or vibrates, and it definitely should not. And then that's pretty much done with that. All right, guys, there is our brackets on each side. You can see got a nice little bolt up through here. There's a short little 1/4-inch bolt on each side. You see that side over there. And now these don't flex at all. So that sturdied up the whole thing, which is perfect. So now I'm gonna run it down the road and make sure that's good. And then as far as this goes, we're done. I've got some little blinkers I think we're gonna put in here, but should be good. Didn't vibrate, didn't shake. Even with the engine vibration, it was acting a little bit goofy. Now it's not moving at all, even at 70 miles an hour. First thing.